What's up guys, it's Michael here. In this video, we're going to make it short and quick and easy. We're going to look at a couple ways you can do today to save money. So let's get into it. So before I start into this video, please click the like button down below and the subscribe button with the bell notification icon so YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video. So we're going to look at the main topic of today, saving money, which a lot of people in America unfortunately do not do when they are under a financial stress situation, including now with the pandemic. You look at all the stimulus checks that came in, majority of the income, based on studies, are wasted somewhere else, wherever they want to use, which they could have took and invested. If you're one of those people who took in and invested at, amount of money like $1,400 or whatever specific amount that you got, and where your parents you got, and you had them invested, good job for you. You want to make a profit definitely, because based on how the market's working today. So what you can do today to save money and invest in yourself in the future, so you don't have to be reliant on Social Security, which might or might not exist in the future, because based on the population, the boomer generation is now getting older and the millennial generation is a lot less than a boomer generation. So we're in trouble for that one. But that's not the point. Today, we're looking at multiple ways you can do to save money. So let's get into it. The first one is really controversial, is because it's driving an electric vehicle, and a lot of people are living in apartments instead of homes, which I am not surprised, because based on living in California and other places, they can't afford to live there. But if you do have to, pull the choice of buying a new car that's either gasoline versus electric, and you can't afford electric, and you want a good one, decent one, that keep it running for years on end, then buy a used vehicle. Even if it's more expensive now, later on you can get rid of it and get an electric vehicle. And why electric vehicle? Is because they are more stable than gasoline vehicles. And I can attest to that. You can argue that all you want, but at the end, owning, gasoline vehicles for many years, especially BMW, and at one point I even have exotic vehicles too, they don't last as long as electric vehicles because it has more internal moving parts. And you have oil change, you got gasoline that costs way more electricity. Electricity can cost as much the same as gasoline depending where you live. But to counter that, the best part is you charge at nighttime. You save a lot of time, a lot of hassle and effort, basically by going and waiting in gasoline lines if you want to go to places a lot cheaper gasoline stores such as Costco. But charging at home, a lot cheaper, up to basically in California, pay $6 for 300 miles of charge, because I charge at nighttime, and it'll be based on rates of whatever city and state provide. And going down another list, going down to number 2, eating out. So this one's already controversial too, because we are, like I mentioned in previous video, in America, we are a consumer nation. We like to go out, spend money, have a good time. There's nothing wrong with that. But there are times you don't want to always go out every single day, go to a bar, get drunk at nighttime, or go on high-end dinners and eat out, pay like a couple $100s. Instead of doing that every single time, look for cooking channels and create that similar atmosphere at home, but way cheaper. It's possible to do that. There are a lot of cooking channels like Josh Wiseman, and you look at other cooking channels like, I forgot his name, Uncle Roger. Many examples of cooking channels showing you how to make a really expensive meal for less, and it can be imitated at home just by going to a local grocery store. You don't know how much money you can save just by doing that compared to eating out. And it tastes better, because the reason why is mentality. At the end, it's all in your head. Whatever you cook at home, usually at the end, will taste better than what you can get from outside restaurants. Outside restaurant is for that atmosphere, but you can always recreate that atmosphere to spend a little bit more time, and you can get that atmosphere made at home and become a better chef in general, and kitchens will see more use. Another thing we could do to save money, going down to number 3, is basically, this one's really simple. So some people don't have ACs in the house, some people do have AC in the house. Making your home improvements. It's like a lot of people don't believe that's true, but making simple home improvements. I mean, I wish I said simple. It's pretty difficult. For example, if your home, you're running AC, but you don't have really good insulation, then look at what's the best type of insulation you can set up for, a reasonable cost. For example, your attic has some type of insulation like fiberglass. If you want to go the more extreme route, you can use basically spray on foam and basically look up YouTube videos on how to do it. That can save you a lot of cost and energy bills. This only applies for living at home, and it'll apply for many years to come. Also, apartment and renting. Because thanks to the pandemic right now, there are going to be more competitive rates, and how evictions are maybe or may not roll out depending on the state. California most likely will not roll out, and they're still charging rent against the renters. And, they're going to have a really hard time. I don't know how that's going to go, but you can utilize that to find a different place or apartment to get a better rate than what it currently is. That's one way to save money currently for right now. Another you can do to save money, don't buy things you don't use. Like, for example, you buy, like some people like to buy a lot of clothing, like I blame them, or buy like different cars. Think about how whatever product you buy, how would that satisfy you? If that satisfies you for a short amount of time, forget it. But if there's a potential for you to make money, for example, when you like edit videos or basically plan to buy a new computer, think about how it can make you money. Maybe you like the postings on Instagram. Maybe you like to shoot a lot of videos and think about starting a business, giving a potential. You'll always want to open yourself to more opportunities to save money. And at the same time, when you're saving money, give yourself an opportunity to create money. If you're willing to spend a little bit more money to say to get a better computer, but at the same time you're a gamer too, but you want to split that between the two, then get a better computer. Spend more than normal. Have a computer that can work for both. And another thing you can do to save money is convince basically your parents not to spend their money. So let's say that you like to save money yourself, but everyone else in your family don't like doing that. Then find a way to convince them. For example, if they like eating out, make cheaper dinners. If they like gasoline cars, try to convert them to electric as a daily driver. If they like to open ventilation a lot, AC heating, try to make your house more insulated, or convince them, especially if it's a really cold day and winter years, wear more clothing instead of cranking up the heat. Or if it's in summer, try to have only cooling in certain rooms. Don't cool the whole house. And the list goes on. It can go on. So take whatever you save and you invest it. Invest it or put money into a business. That's the best way for you to get out of your financial situation. If you have a really tough financial situation, you have to make these sacrifices, because these sacrifices at the end will be very beneficial for you. Majority of people within half a decade or 10 years down the line, or extreme cases, basically 1 to 3 years, you see a big change. Is because they make a simple change like that. So at the end, saving money is only a step in the process to becoming more wealthy, and you'll have to be worried financially. But at the end, the only way to do is to generate more income. So saving money is a step process for you to take the next step to generate more income. So whether it's opening a business, finding a better job, or maybe getting a new degree. But out of all those picks, find the one that suits you, the best, the most, and whatever you feel is satisfied working for the rest of your life. If you can find a balance between the two, whatever you like to do, that makes you a ton of money. And at the same time, you don't have to be stressed by your employer firing you, such as opening a business, then go with that route. Saving money is the step for you to take that opportunity to move forward. That's all I say for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.